Welcome back to the Road Show this morning in the Buzz. Jennifer Aniston is under fire for using the word retard during an interview. Now, the 41-year-old actress was on Live with Regis and Kelly, and she was discussing dressing up as Barbra Streisand for the September issue of Harper's Bazaar. Take a look.
And we had all these fun wigs, and it was, and you know, that funny girl. And so it was just like, it was just fun.
You play dress up.
I play dress up. I do it for a living, like a retard, but, you know.
And
why are they laughing? Like, why is everybody giggling about
you know,
that?
I think that there is a kind of natural inclination when you're sitting at a show and you're watching someone who you admire to kind of give that to them, but then think, oh, you know, that wasn't so tasteful. And it really wasn't, because advocates for the developmentally disabled, they call the slip extraordinarily offensive and inappropriate, and they go on to say that people in her position should know better. And I have to say, I kind of agree with that. You know, you're a celebrity, you know, you're in the public, and you know, I don't think that she meant anything about the developmentally disabled community, but you don't use that. As a matter of fact, we had someone on the Road Show who said, you know, they had a campaign to end the R word and to make it as offensive as some other words, because it is.
Well, think about this. Say I was doing the Buzz one day with you, and I was talking about a subject, and you and I were talking, and I said, that's so retarded.
Right.
You can't, I can't, you,
right.
I don't care if you're on TV.
I could not imagine you doing that.
Well,
yeah.
No. But and I couldn't imagine Jennifer Aniston doing it. But
yeah.
The point is that whether you're on TV or you're not, there's some things you just shouldn't say.
Right.
You keep them to yourself. I mean, or even don't even think them.
Well,
I mean,
it's just shocking to me, and we've had it come up over the last couple of months, that these words are even in people's vocabulary.
Well, it is a word. I mean, you know, the mentally retarded, and you know, to retard. I mean, it's been used. As a matter of fact, the department that handles the developmentally disabled was, you know, the department of the retarded and developmentally disabled.
But all of that has been changed.
It's a colloquialism now. It's a colloquialism that's why, you know, it's offensive.
And I think that that's just part of it. I mean, I think maybe our childhood, it was used in a joking way.
Well, they said mentally retarded.
Right,
know, like
yeah.
Diagnosed.
And, you know, thankfully, people have gotten away from using that, because it does have a negative connotation with it. And that's just what, you know, these celebrities need to be mindful of. Now, I'm sure she's been on this media blitz. I'm sure she's just been talking and talking and talking for days about this, but it doesn't excuse it.
I talk every day for 4 hours in a row, five days a week.
Yeah.
I would never think of saying something that would offend you. Never mind everyone.
You know what I think? I think at some point it's going to, the word gay is going to be the same thing. You know, we use the word gay,
and it means you're happy.
Well, we use the word gay and lesbian to describe, you know, homosexual couples, but people have used it colloquially, you know, casually in casual conversation as an offensive word, and that's what happened with the word retard or retarded or to retard. I mean, it is a word that's been used medically, and it's fine. It's when you use it in this particular context. As though I'm this, you're that, and there's a difference there, that's why, you know, it's offensive. And I think it's very different than the Dr. Laura situation, where she was using the N-word. I know that she wasn't using the N-word on her radio show she wasn't using it as a racial slur. She was repeating what had been heard. But again, that's a word that really has
one meaning for that.
Yeah, we don't even say the word. We say it's the N-word, and I think it's
that's what they want the R word to become.
Exactly.
And it should. Why shouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bottom line is, if you're in the public eye, even if you're not in the public eye, you gotta have a filter. You gotta know what's coming out of your own mouth, and know the ramifications if you say something like that.
And then take responsibility for it. Like she does owe the Special Olympics, whatever organizations feel offended, she owes them an apology.
And you know what? She probably will.
Oh, I'm sure.
And we go back to the forgiveness thing, when we were talking about Roger Clemens.
And there's no
you
reason
apologize,
not to.
everybody moves on.
And there's no reason not to.
I made a mistake. People make mistakes.
Because, you know, I think that she used it in a flippant way. I think that many people have done the same thing, you know, and it's because she's on this particular platform that she's being scrutinized. And I happen to believe, you know, I don't think that she'll do this as something that's going to be some PR campaign, but really because she's going to be like, oh, why did I do that? I don't want people to think that's how I really feel.
Right.
I'm interested, though, to hear from you, Mel, and from the people that you're talking to on our live blog this morning, because, you know, we're kind of all on the same page here, so I'm wondering if there are any other viewers who feel differently.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, I have to say, I don't think she meant it negatively, which
I think, is very important, but you do really have to be careful nowadays in what you say. And a lot of our bloggers are talking up a storm about this. So let's head on over to the live blog and see what everyone has to say this morning. Diana says, I don't think it was defensive. People are going too far these days with what's offensive and what's not. At one point, it was politically correct to use the word retard when talking about people with special needs. Now, all of a sudden, it's offensive. I don't see it. And Smokey Wolf says she slipped up, but she shouldn't have said it. And in case you're just joining us this morning, I posted today's Buzz poll question on our homepage, foxprovidence.com. You'll find it right under the live blog. And today we're asking, do you think people in the public eye are overly scrutinized? Your choices are A, yes, they are people like you and I, or B, no, it comes with the territory. And as always, our friends on Facebook are weighing in this morning. Dan Kokorian says, the people making a fuss over this, I'm sure have used this word or many other offensive words in private conversations daily. And Donna Stanley says, was it a poor choice of a word? Yes, but I doubt it was meant to be hurtful to anyone. We all have a slip of the tongue now and then. And Donna Mitchell says, yes, it was wrong, and until either you know somebody or work with somebody who is developmentally handicapped, you never think of it. So a lot of great comments from our bloggers, and everyone seems kind of divided on this topic. So don't go anywhere, because I'll be back at the end of the show with your web poll results. But